Hey y'all, Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. This is part 2 of the GRiP review on the Daystate Huntsman Revere in .22 caliber from Airguns of Arizona. Let's grip it. Really quick, I want to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns for making this video possible. Go check them out, guys. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. Okay, so after part 1, I did a little bit of pellet testing at the end of it, but then I continued with some more pellet testing. So at 25 yards, I picked out what I thought were the favorite pellets of the Huntsman Revere to take into part 2 and do some 50-yard accuracy with. So at 25 yards, I do have 4 different cans on the table. I did only choose 3, but I'll tell you what happened in just a minute. So the 3 favorites that I chose for at 25 yards was the JSB 1813s, the Hades, the JSB Hades, and then the H&N slugs, and I think these are like 21 grain. Let me check real quick. Yeah, the 21 grain H&N slugs. Those were the 3 favorites at 25 yards. So, taking it back to 50 to see which ones shoot the best at 50, and then I'll tell you why I've got 4 different pellets instead of just 3 on the table. All right, a 5-shot group, 50 yards with the JSB 18s. I'm going to go for the top bowl. A little high. So they spread out a little bit at 50. I'm going to go for the top right target. Well, that was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Good job, Hades. Now the slugs. Bottom left. Okay, so the favorites at 50 were the Hades all the way, but I have a little bit of a dilemma. I didn't realize I was so low on them, so I'm not able to use those for all the testing. I don't have enough. I did get a hold of Joe at Predator Pellets. Thank you, Joe, for sending me more, but I didn't get them in time enough to finish this. So I know the JSB 15.89 dome top pellets shoot pretty similar to the Hades that are the same weight. So I went ahead and tested those at 50 yards to see if I'd get the same results. And I did. So for the rest of this testing, since I got the similar results from the 15.89 dome top pellets, went ahead and used those. And I'll save my Hades for another time. Before we move on to any more shooting, well, we do need to shoot to do this. Before we move on to anything else, let's talk about the trigger. This is a 2-stage adjustable trigger, but do we need to adjust it? Let's find out. So the first trigger test, I got 7.3 ounces, and the second one, I got 8.3 ounces. In my opinion, absolutely no adjustment necessary. That is a sweet trigger. Okay, from full to empty, I would have done it at 50 yards, but the wind really picked up, and it's a 22 cal, so yes, the wind has a huge effect on the 22 caliber pellets as they fly downrange. So I moved up to 25 yards to get the best results. And I shot, instead of just shooting one whole group, I wanted to see what kind of accuracy we're going to get from mag to mag since it's not regulated. So at 25 yards, accuracy from mag to mag, we're going to get shot count, and we're going to see what the velocity is from shot 1 to shot whatever. So as far as accuracy, guys, I am extremely impressed. This, like I said, it's not regulated, but check those results out. It shoots like a regulated gun. The last mag did start to drop a little bit, but pretty much a similar point of impact on every mag. And remember, this is an 11 shot mag, so each of those groups are 11 shots. Okay, so shot 1 produced 829 feet per second, and then halfway through at about shot 31, I got 888 feet per second. And because I usually end at whatever velocity I started with. So the first shot produced 829 feet per second. So I would usually call it at around that same velocity. So at shot 61, I got 830 feet per second. The last mag, I would say the point of impact did drop a little bit. So I would definitely say about between 55 and 60 shots max for this one. And the max velocity, I actually shot the hobbies like I normally do. Those are 11.9 grain lead pellets, and I got 963 feet per second as a max velocity. That is pretty good, definitely enough power for hunting and accurate enough to take some pretty decent kill shots. So if you shoot this in the backyard, are your neighbors still gonna love you? Let's find out. I've got the 0 dB moderator on here, which is included with the We the Plinkers package. So I'm gonna test it with and without at the muzzle from the shooter's perspective. And of course, from a neighbor's perspective, but in your own yard. No trespassing, guys, no trespassing. Okay, so at the muzzle without the 0 dB, I got 97.7 and 97.8 dBs. And with it, I got 85.7 and 91. Without the 0 dB, it is a little louder. I would still consider in my backyard friendly, but I kind of live in the country. So I do have neighbors, but it would still be considered backyard friendly. With the 0 dB, absolutely 100% even more backyard friendly at the muzzle. But let's check out from the shooter's perspective with and without it. Okay, the shooter's perspective without the moderator, 99.7 and 96.7. And with it, I got 84.9 and 83.3. That's quite a bit of difference. So the 0 dB definitely does help. Okay, now for your neighbor's perspective, sort of, 20 yards away. Without the 0 dB, I got 94.3 and 90.4, and with it, I got 80.7 and 79.8. So it's not terribly quiet without the moderator. It's not terribly loud either, but definitely does help to have the 0 dB and makes it even more backyard friendly. Okay guys, on to offhanding. Is this a great offhand shooter? Let's find out. I'm going to be using the quadrant target that is also from Airguns of Arizona, a really awesome target. And I'm going to be shooting from 25 yards using the JSB 15.89s. There we go. Oh, that was good. And again. Got it. And again. And there's another one. Oh, I missed that one. That was it. Yep, that's it. Well, I guess that proves it. It is a great offhander. Did you see it? I actually hit the bull several times. Okay, on to cons and pros. Are there any cons? Well, guys, it's another one of those. I thought long and hard about this, tried to pick it apart, and I really cannot find any cons. It's a great little gun. Some may say, it's not regulated. That's a con. No, that's not a con. It's just, that's how it comes. And you guys saw the shot card from full to empty. It really doesn't behave like a non-regulated gun. So it shoots super sweet with a similar point of impact with every mag. And then some might say that the fact that it's not ambidextrous is a con, but they do have it available for left-handers or right-handers. So guys, there's really nothing else. Well, it does require a fill probe. Oh well. We'll get over it, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to pros. This is the kind of gun when you're walking through a gun store that there's that one gun that is just gorgeous and it catches your eye. This one is that gun. It is a very, very pretty rifle with its walnut stock and all of its detailed stempling, the Daystate emblem, the different colored buttstock and the GRiP cap. There's just so much detail to this gun. It makes it so eye-catching. Besides that, it's comfortable, it's light, it's accurate, it's powerful enough to go take some small game with, but fun enough and enjoyable enough to just go sit in your backyard and plink for hours and hours and hours. You're going to get 55 to 60 shots per fill, 55 to 60 extremely accurate shots per fill. And it's not too terribly loud, but you can also add the 0 dB if you get the We the Plinkers package. That comes with it. It has the dovetail rail, which I prefer pick, but the dovetail definitely does the job. And there are adapters out there, guys. So the safety is easily accessible. The trigger is absolutely beautiful. There are a lot of pros to this one. Guys, if you guys want to find more out about this one, go to airgunsofarizona.com. Thank y'all again for sending it to us to be a part of the GRiP program. This has been a joy to shoot. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns. Thank y'all so much for making these videos possible. If you guys have not checked them out, you really, really should. If you're an air gunner, you like air guns, you like shooting, go check out www.gatewaytoairguns.org. There is something for every air gunner alive. I promise. I guess that's it for now, guys. I'm Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. This has been part 2 of my GRiP review on the Daystate Huntsman Revere in 22 caliber. Y'all don't just have a good day. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all don't just have a good day. Have an awesome one. See ya. I'm trying to think of another word besides piss your neighbors off. I got nothing but piss your neighbors off.